So you've just arrived in Morrowind, fresh off the boat, and, well, you're skint. You've got no dosh, but you need some equipment. And oh my, this Revere fellow is selling totally real and not fake Daedric weapons. What a steal for a new adventurer in this strange land. If only you had the gold. Well, today's your lucky day. For today's more the day, you can take out a loan at a reasonable interest rate and finally put a down payment on those shiny, very real Daedric weapons. They even come with a little placard that says, "Definitely not a scam, real Daedric weapons, signed Revere." At least that's what I think it says. I mean, it's in Daedric, it could say anything. But either way, it's a perfect investment. I mean, who's more trustworthy than a Khajiit? I can't think of anyone. But yes, our mod of the day today is Loanable Funds by Ket Golisov, a gameplay mod that adds new services to the game's pawnbrokers. Now, in addition to bartering for goods, pawnbrokers offer the loan service, allowing you to take out a loan for a period of up to 14 days, with a 1% daily interest rate. Pawnbrokers can only loan the maximum amount of about 60% of their bartering gold, and for each day that you take to pay them back, you'll have to pay a 1% interest fee, potentially reaching as high as 14% if you take the full 2 weeks to pay it back. And of course, these are small loans. You know, these aren't huge loans, because they're limited to 60% of their bartering gold. Most of these loans will be under 500 gold each. Though as a note, you can take out multiple loans by going to different pawnbrokers and taking out loans from each one. So that way, you can take out a bunch of small loans and actually get a decent sum of gold in the process. Though you will need to remember to actually, you know, pay back each of those pawnbrokers. Because if you don't, if you fail to pay back your loans within the allotted time, you'll gain a bounty worth double the original loan. So, you know, just best to pay it back in a timely manner, before the gods kneecap you for trying to dodge town with the cash. This is just a really neat gameplay feature that adds a little extra purpose and functionality to pawnbrokers, which, in the vanilla game, were virtually indistinguishable from general traders. The one difference is that they sold used and broken equipment. But otherwise, you know, it's basically the same bartering service with just a different sign. Now, if you need a loan, there's an actual reason to visit a pawnbroker. And because this is an MWC mod, this is all seamlessly integrated into the vanilla game. Every pawnbroker, whether in vanilla Morrowind or added by a mod, like Tiny Built, will have the loan service. And of course, there's also a mod config, which allows you to adjust the potential maximum length of a loan and the ongoing daily interest rate. So you can adjust these settings to whatever you desire. But all in all, this is a pretty useful gameplay mod that gives you a way to get some, at least, temporary cash, and also gives a bit more distinctive functionality to the pawnbroker service. All just perfectly balanced, and a feature that fits in perfectly with the vanilla game. But that's all there is to see here. This is a bit of a short one today, so as always, I've been your host for Golf Guy. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.